Oh, I talked too much.
No, continue.
No?
Yeah,
okay.
continue.
And so he was the son of supposedly Nefertiti and Akhenaten, again, per se, like this. Now, since the priest also supposedly killed him when he was 18 years old, all right, why would King Tut, who had it in for the priest, and the priest had it in for him, they did not get along because he took the power that the priest had, getting all the money, getting all the admonition, getting all the ammunition, getting all the women, getting all the love, all the adoration. He took that from and told the people go directly to the Creator. Why would he name his son Tutankhamun after the priest of Amun? His name was not Tutankhamun. His name was Tutankhaten after his father. That's one of the changes they made. That's one of the curses now, because we don't even know the boy king's son's name, or this again. I think it should be Tutankhamun for sure. We could get into heavier things about that, because even the pyramids themselves, where they were built, and I say they were built because we had the three big ones. They call them classified, unclassified, Maestronaumus, they call them King Khufu and all that stuff. Whatever they call them now is not the names nor the reason they were built. There are supposedly now, underneath those pyramids and underneath the great one, another pyramid. And supposedly there are pyramids all over this planet. And I come from Illinois. Down there they have what they call the mound, the Ohio Mound Builders. And the head mound is right down there in Cahokia, Illinois. It is larger, that pyramid down there, than the pyramid of Giza. They don't tell you that. At its base, larger. You have pyramids in South America. You have pyramids going to Ohio, Pennsylvania, all the way out to the coast. You have pyramids in Angkor and Thorbad. You have pyramids in Cambodia. Pyramids are a culture now. They now call them mounds because they're covered over. Whatever these pyramid builders were, they were obviously of a different civilization, of a different conceptuality, now that we understand the power of pyramids, and I think we got that all wrong. But down deep, souls reincarnate and souls who can feel know that that was a heyday when, again, we had a very benevolent people and a people who are in commune with the universe that dwelled there. I know it's a way out way to go, but hey, you started it.
I mean, for me, being that I've attended a few of your lectures, it's not so way out, you know what I mean? And I'm sure there are people who are interested in this topic, because, not to go off topic, but Haile Selassie once said, if we are to understand spirituality, we must study metaphysics.
Right? And interesting too, with Haile Selassie, now we're all over the place for sure. I haven't related this to too many people. I don't know why I'm opening up like this, but creative willing. My mother, who was named Dorothy Weaver before she was married again, was also one of the first black women to become a pilot. I don't see it in history anywhere. She studied down there with what later on became the Tuskegee pilots and all. And her teacher, she had 8 hours to go. She could fly not solo, but with him, per se. Robinson was the guy's name. Haile Selassie came over and commissioned him to be his pilot, and this is why my mother couldn't get her license, because he was a pilot for Haile Selassie. He was one of the best of the Tuskegee Airmen. And when you said Haile Selassie, Menkinik, so this is why I say, okay, so this is why I've studied very much in Menkinik and Menkinik, and so I forget his name right now, but Haile Selassie there again. So I got a personal thing in there.
Okay, I see. I wasn't aware that your father was from Jamaica.
Yeah, she was. She was from Jamaica, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I think that we are one people no matter where we are from throughout the Caribbean. You know, we have to find that common link and that common denominator with all these different sect and religious sect. I mean, what do we have in common? You know, that's what we really need to focus on.
There we go.
So, understanding spiritual concepts is the key to understanding our true self and identity. And I just want to add that. And without going, all right, what do you think about this mankind going to the moon? What do you think about that? They say they've been to the moon. Do you think they actually went to the moon?
Yes, but now when you said, and they didn't go under their own power and volition. Now, let me explain why I say that too. Wow, the moon. If you remember, when they got on the moon, they made this famous statement, one small step for man, one giant step for mankind. People did not understand what was said there. Metaphysics teaches mankind, man, and human. All three different. Human is not H-U-E man, it's animal man. It's a man crossed genetically with animals. Mankind is a clone, a cyborg, a hybrid, whatever you want to. And man comes from the Creator, comes from God. Three different races here, right there, or three different, if not races, three different kinds of being here. Now, when that's said, because no people, why did he say that? One small step for man, one giant step for mankind, because mankind is behind that. On the moon, they have found many things. They say there's no water on the moon. Look up what is called the Hadley Riles. 22-mile long area where water comes up all the time. Now they're admitting to it. When they first went there, they said he couldn't find it.
Repeat that. What's the name?
The Hadley Riles.
Spell
And they have William Hadley, is somebody's name. The Riles mean it's a 22-mile long area of water that spurts up out of the moon on a regular basis. Okay? They found in the crater Aristarchus, in the crater Tycho, in the crater Mare Crisium, land bridges, shadows, what seems to be pyramids, all kind of different things, what seems to be roads, all in these craters. Who built them? Who built a land bridge over there? How long and how old is it? How old is the moon? Now, when they went to the moon, they told you again that they went there, they put on, they left a size monitor there, they left something else, they blasted back off, and then they came back to Earth. Not recalling about, not even talking about the Van Allen radiation belt, which is before the Dutchman Van Allen discovered it, it was a vortex field of energy surrounding the planet. I still don't know how they get through that with the kind of things they had at that time. I've seen that capsule over at the Museum of Science and Industry in Chicago. That capsule, the thing is so small, an astronaut with a full guard room couldn't even get into it. But that's the lie I'm sorry, that's what we were told, which I think is a lie. Now, then what did they do? They came on back, they came through this heat shield and all this back, right to the moon. Then they landed in the Pacific. And when they landed in the Pacific, they opened up the hatch, they put a flotation collar around it, they had these little, what they call these CBs or whatever it was, they came and got them, they escorted them on to the, put them in a little raft or whatever it was, took them to the aircraft carrier, walked them all, shook hands with it, and went back up. And then they say they put them in quarantine for at least a month so that they wouldn't spread any germs. Huh? How big a nut do I seem to be? First of all, they got these big red parachutes so you can't miss them. They land in the Pacific Ocean, plankton, water, and sunlight. My biology teacher told me a long time ago, even my zoology teacher, that when you have food, light, and water, anything can grow. Now you open up the hatch and leave it bobbing in the ocean, then you get out and you touch the guy and you shake hands. And you walk across, then you go to quarantine. What kind of a fool believes that? I might be a fool, but I'm not an idiot. I'm foolish, but it's not, it's ignorance on my part, but I'm not that ignorant.
I've noticed something. If you try to tell a person the truth, you have a more difficult time convincing that person of that reality. Than if you were to just lie to that person. It seems that the lies are more acceptable.
There you go.
You know?
There you
go.
go.
I don't know, but not to drift too far, because you know, as we're coming to the end of our interview, very interesting. You know, I mean, I know you are very busy, and I don't want to take up too much of your time.
Well, thank you.
You know, so I just want you to explain to us what is electromagnetic energy, and also what is a diode.
Okay, electromagnetic energy is energy that works both through electricity and magnetism. Our Earth right now has a strong magnetic field. The scientists, the astrophysicists, the astronomers, the meteorologists are saying Earth's magnetic field is dwindling. They wish it's not dwindling because we now have 2 suns. Now, if anybody that's watching this hasn't understood that, go to almost any of your old things that are on TV, not TV, on the internet and stuff like this. We even have pictures from all over the world, Italy and the United States, and pictures of this second sun. The second sun is highly magnetic. So if the sun is highly magnetic, how can Earth lose a magnetic field? This magnetic field is so strong now that if you drive west in any place in the United States near sunset, it's so bright you have to, it's hard to see, but it's cold. Magnetism is cold but highly bright when you begin to use it. So I'm saying again, our whole energy field is changing. So electromagnetic means it has electricity. Electricity was the lowest kind of energy you can use on the planet. They found a way to make it lower. ELF waves, extra low frequency waves. And these are now what they call microwaves. These microwaves are very deadly. When you use a cell phone, a computer, a monitor, a scanner, a plasma TV, an MP3 player, a monitor, what can I say again? Microwave oven. All of these things emit ELF waves, which are deadly. They can cause cancer, they can cause blindness, they can do a bunch of things. So toward that, I did some research, and I've been with the company now for 23 years that makes what we call diodes. This is one kind of a diode. This diode is what you put your food on. It's got a picture of groceries up here on it. Up to 18 inches above the surface, when it's like this, 18 inches of grocery, it will change that and take radiation and poisons out of the thing. Takes about 40 minutes. They say give it half an hour. I say let's go 40 to make sure. Anything 18 inches above, it changes the structure of it. If it has radiation in, it takes it out. If it has poisons in, it neutralizes it. This is a diode plaque. We put all our food on that diode plaque, and therefore we take radiation and poisons out of the food before we use it. So even if they have a genetically modified thing, it's not going to make it good for you, but it's going to take the poisons more or less out of it, if you would. This is what they call a diode for what they call an all-purpose diode. This is good for those computers, monitors, scanners, printers, TV sets, microwave ovens, hair dryers, refrigerators, anything that plugs in and produces electricity, which is low in vibration. You put this on and it saves you. You put this on the cord that comes out of the chassis of the back or whatever it is, and it stops those waves from becoming very inefficiently deadly down to a contraption you can now use for whatever purpose you want to use it for in the first place. Okay, this is another. We have it for cell phones. We have it for all these things here. This is a diode bracelet. Oh, sorry about that.
Could I just put this in my pocket? It seems like it could fit it right in my pocket.
It can also go in your pocket, but it's supposed to go on the back of the various contraptions that we use. Printers, scanners, TV sets, computers. It goes on the back by the wire. Even a lot of people are using portable laptops. Well, to plug it in to charge it up, you put this right by that little opening there. And then when the wire is removed, it still protects you from that. These people got these high definition plasma TVs. These are deadly. They're holding
these cell phone towers that are everywhere.
That's why they're deadly. The cell phone towers do more than just work with cell phones.
Why do they call it cell in the first place? Does it damage the cell?
Cell damaging units, that's what they really ought to call them. No, I don't know why they call it cell phones. I think because they were made with a combination of cells to get this unit together for the first time. They used to be much bigger than they are now. The old Nokia and all this kind of thing. But these diodes protect you. They raise the frequency high. It's the low frequency, extra low frequencies that tear up your body, that cause all kind of radiation and poisons to cause cells to become free radicals. So when you stabilize it with that, that does not happen. They also have, and I think this to make sure, because I wouldn't, yeah, we go. Almost any time I put on my pants, I have a slim pocket diode.
Oh, okay.
I have two on mine. We have electrical fields that stabilize our body. Usually if you put it on your left, it will stabilize your entire field. But if you put it on your left and right, you got even a stronger concentration of stabilized electricity, where this ELF wave can't go and interrupt those cells. If you put 4 of them on your body, it stabilizes it even more. Anytime we're exposed to all of these things, and you mentioned now, they have these towers up. They used to have these towers up everywhere. Now they have 2 towers up. They're going back and putting towers alongside these other ones. And sometimes putting fences around it, and so as though they don't want you to get to it and mess over it again. Those things resonate extra low frequency propagation. They resonate microwaves. And those microwave emissions are the things that are very deadly. We are always penetrated by very fast cosmic rays, but they go so fast you don't even know they're there. But when they get into your body and slow down, that's when they can cause the cancers and tumors, because they kill off the cell governors. The cell becomes a free radical, preys on other cells, and now you've got diseases possibility and capabilities.
So how does that relate to mind control?
Now, I don't know where you got the mind control, but I jump with you. Let me just throw this into you, because a lot of the ladies like bracelets. We have also diodes in a bracelet.
And tell us where we can get them.
Oh, now you have to go to our website, hopefully, which is the Metacenter website. And the Metacenter, the website is www.themetacenter.com. Two. Or, no, they got it straight. www.themetacenter2.com. Because somebody had bought our domain name, we bought it back, but we had to change our name to themetacenter2.com.
That's two, the number two.
www.themetacenter2.com. For those who get to the computer but sometimes don't get to the computer, we have a landline which is 708-422-6685. 708-422-6685. And the Metacenter, what I've tried to do as the director of the Metacenter is to incorporate at our site almost everything good that a person can use when they start shopping for it. Diodes, magnets, monatomic gold, brain boosters, sex enhancers, what do you call these things? Things that help with the immune system to build up, you know, and strengthen and so on like that. We've tried to put everything there, and we also have over 80 different kind of DVD and CD tapes up there too. Where the things I'm talking about, we've talked about it before. We get into what's in water, we get into holistic things again. So most of the time we've tried to make valuable our site to those who are looking for health, spiritual wealth, and spiritual holiness.
What is this made of?
That is copper. And underneath it there is made the diode material. So when it touches your wrist, your whole now you're getting protection from radiation, from poisons, and so on like that again. Look like that was made for you.
Look like that
was made for you. Yes, yes, it's copper. And many of the women especially eat it up, you know, because they like the bracelets and all like that.
Yes,
we even have diode necklaces. The diode has a pendant, a diode pendant that has a diode material on it. It's a crystal. But you have to add the strap for it of the chain. But just the pendant alone, which is a crystal and diode, will protect your area here, your thyroid, your thymus, your heart. And what I also tell women, don't forget, you have 3 lobes on your thyroid gland, which a man only has 2. That's why, again, they need more iodine, and that's why also now, with this new so-called radiation cloud coming over, and they're taking iodine, and they're going out getting potassium chloride and iodate. Don't do that, because that's going to cause your body to even throw off more poisons and accumulate even more poisons. What they need are natural iodine things. Then we go back to holistic. Spirulina, chlorella, barley grass, wheatgrass. I did not say alfalfa, because that's the cheap chlorophyll. It does not have as much of the poignancy and the material to stop poisons as the other ones do. But when you get into natural chlorophyll products, the iodine is already in them in a quantity you can utilize. So I'm saying even there again, it's where I think we're ahead of the game, because we're using things that are natural from the Creator, having powers to heal in it, where again, when you start taking the iodate, that is a chemical substance that's now been used. Plus the fact they're using a lot of sodium instead of potassium. The sodium chloride goes very well with what they call this chlorine thing again, which also is another way of getting bad water. So I'm just simply saying, there's always 2 choices: natural, spiritual, and from the Creator; artificial, non-spiritual, religious, and created by Big Pharma. Do you worship the Creator, or do you worship Big Pharma?
It seems like, you know, we become totally screwed up mentally.
Many people are.
And you know, that's why we really appreciate the work that, you know, teachers like yourself are doing. And I travel from state to state. I'm just coming from Connecticut. I left from Connecticut for Washington, D.C., where I did an interview with Anthony Browder, you know. So I try to talk to everyone who is on this revolution, you know. And hopefully one day we could all link up in one building and have a meeting of minds.
I heard that.
So,
I heard that.
So.
Well, I wish in a sense I was you, traveling and meeting these people. I travel and meet whoever invites me, but I have been invited many places. In fact, you said Connecticut.
Yes.
And not too long ago I was in Connecticut.
That's when I saw your first presentation. I was moved, you know.
Thank you, I appreciate that.
I know that you are a very busy person, you know, and I just want to thank you again, Dr. Delbert Blair. And repeat the website one more time, because we can't hear it enough.
Brother Collins, I appreciate it. It's www.themetacenter2.com. www.themetacenter2.com. Landline 708-422-6685.
All right.
And thank you. It's an honor also having you for an interviewer because you're very diverse. I can only be as diverse as you open up the subject for me. So I thank you for opening up those subjects for me, man.
I appreciate love. You know, our people need this message, and you know, on behalf of healernation.org, you know, we learn the things that are being hidden from us in schools and wherever. So, you know, we hope that this site can, you know, help to inform our community on a lot of these subject matters, which are very pertinent to our development and ascension.
And I've been trying to get down to St. Croix. I was down in St. Thomas. I was supposed to speak in Puerto Rico, but they changed their mind because I didn't speak enough Spanish, I guess, or whatever it was. Again, I want to go down into Dominican. I know a lot of people from Dominican Republic. Yes. So these are places not only would I be honored to go because of the beautiful weather, beautiful men, beautiful women, beautiful animals, beautiful everything there, but it's a way away from all this putrefacted bacteria. And now that this cloud is coming over, I hope again the islands and maybe the ocean can absorb some of it to keep it away from the people. So I'm simply saying again, I hope I can get invitations to you, but either way, I thank you, man, for being good enough to come and interview.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Peace, creative bless. Thank you.
All right. Thanks again. Yeah, that was nice.